Hello guys, welcome to the channel. In this particular video, I will explain the problem reversing the equation. So let's see the problem statement. Here is the problem. It says that you are given a mathematical equation that contains only numbers and these symbols. You have to print the equation in reverse such that the equation is reversed but the numbers remains the same, and it is guaranteed that the equation is valid and there are no leading zeros. Fine, so let me explain the problem with this example. The problem says that we are given this string and we have to reverse the string without the number being reversed. So I'll start from the last in order to reverse this string. So I'll write 2, then I'll write this star symbol. After this I'll write 5, then I'll write this plus, then I'll write 3, then I'll write minus, and then I'll write this 20 as a whole. So I'll write 20, and this way I will be able to get the equation in reverse without the number being reversed. You can see that this 20 is not reversed, or if I try to reverse this 20 then I will get 0 2, right? But I have 2 0 here, so this is going to be the output. So I hope you have understood the problem statement. Let's talk about the solution. Here I have written one example quite similar to the previous one but not exactly the same. I have changed this particular number here, right? Okay, so before jumping to the solution, I want to explain one thing to you, that how we reverse a general string. So let's say I have a string man. I'll start from the rightmost position and then I will move to the left position. Along with this, I will have a variable answer and I will append each character to the answer. So let's say I have n, then I'll append n to the answer, then I'll come to this point. After this, I'll append this a to the answer, then I'll come to this, and after this, I'll append this m to the answer, right? This way, I will be able to get this string in reverse like this one. Okay, so now we are going to use quite similar approach to solve this particular problem. We are going to start from the rightmost position. So let me write this string first. We will start from the rightmost position. I will have a variable answer, so I'll write 2 first, then I'll come to this is the star, I'll write star, then I'll come to this 6, right? But I don't have to write this 6, like I can't do something like this 6 and then 5, right? This is something which is causing a problem. In order to resolve this, we are going to let me explain how we are going to move. I'll start from this 2. I'll process this whole number and I'll write it here. After this, I'll write the symbol. After this, I'll process this whole number, which is 56, and then I'll write 56 here. So let me remove this. I'll write 56. And after this, I'll write plus. Then I'll write this 3. Then I will write this minus and then this 20, right? So I'll have minus and 20. This way I can get my answer, right? But the question is how to process this 56 as a like number. So let's say if I have this number and I'm at this position, so what I can do is I have this currently I'm at this character, so I can write 6 into 10 raised to the power 0. This way I will be able to get the number 6, right? Plus, after this I'll come to this point, so this is again a number, so I'll write 5 into 10 raised to the power 1. You can see that we are starting from the power 0 and then we are like we keep increasing the power, and this way we can get the number 56. And let's say if I have one more number here which is 1, so I'll write plus and I will have one more number, so I'll write 1 into 10 raised to the power, so I'll have 2 now because I have done with 0 and 1, then I have 2. So this way I will be able to get 156. So you can see that how this method is going to work. Going to convert, so let's say I have 156 and this is the current index that I have, so this is I because I have the index like I have a pointer I which is going to iterate over all the values from right to left. So now if I'm at current position I, so I'll write j equals to I first of all, and after this I'll have a number, so I'll write num equals to 0, and then I will have one more variable which is power, which is initially equal to 0. So because for this number I can write 1 into 10 raised to the power 2 plus 5 into 10 raised to the power 1 plus 6 into 10 raised to the power 0, right? So I need this power variable as well, and after this I'll start a loop. So let me move it here, and now I'll I'll start a loop. So I will have a loop while, okay, let me remove this. So I'll write while my j is greater than equal to 0, because j is going to move from this point towards the left. So this is how I will check the condition. And my current character, so st of j is greater than equal to 0, and uh, st of j is smaller than equal to 9. This means that my j is a number. This is how I am going to check whether j is like character at j is a number or not, right? So I need to check whether this number, let's say I have a star here, so I can't process this star as a number. So I'm going to check a number. After this, I'll write num equals to uh, num plus, and at this point I have to perform this operation. So I'll write st of j multiplied with so I'll write power of 10 and pw, right? This is what we can write. We are calculating the pwth power of like 10. So you can see that we are calculating the power of 10 here, here as well, and here as well, and then multiplying it with the current character. So I have 6, then 5, then 1. So this is how we can get the character. So I'll do power plus plus and j minus minus here, because we are moving j from right to left. So this is the code which is going to work in order to help to calculate the number, right? Once we have calculated the number, so num variable will have number. Now let me show you the whole approach. Let me show you the whole approach. So first of all, I'm going to like store it somewhere, because this is very helpful code. And now I'm going to make this smaller and store it here. And how we are going to move? So I'm going to write the same equation again. The equation was 20. Okay, so let me pick from here. 20 minus 3 plus 20 minus 3 plus, here I have 56 instead of 5, cross 2, right? This was the equation. I'll start from this point. So I'll do I equals to, this is int I equals to like string dot size, minus 1. This is the last index that we have. And after this, while my I is greater than equal to 0, I'll move, right? So I'll write this particular part because currently I'm at index I and I have to calculate the numbers. So now uh, I can write this particular part at this position, right? So this is going to give me the number in the variable num. So once I have the number, I have to keep one more variable, which is answer. So let me take blue color for this. So I will have answer initially equal to empty, right? And why this answer? Because you can see that how we have reversed the string man. We have answer and we are going to start from right to left. And if I have man, then I will append then n after this, a after this m. This is how we are going to move. So once I have the answer variable, I just need to append my answer plus equals to string form of num, right? This is the first step. So this way I will be able to get this 2. And even if this is 20, so I'll get 20, because I have written the code in such a way that I will get a number without any change, right? So once I have got the number, then I'm sure that when this loop completes, then my j will be pointing to a symbol, right, instead of a number, because we are processing all the numbers. So once we have this symbol or any other symbol, so we can append the symbol as well. So I'll append the symbol as answer plus equals to st of j. But hold on, there is a problem. The problem is, like, if I have 20 minus 3 plus 56, then I have 5 times cross symbol. Of course it doesn't make any sense, but it is a possibility, right? So I have to handle that case as well, because in Python we can have an equation with 2 stars. So what I'll do is I'll write I'll process all those symbols. So instead of writing just this particular line, I'll do something else. I will write here while my like answer, while my st of j is a symbol. Okay, so I'm not going to write a particular code for checking a symbol, because also going to show you the code implementation, so you don't have to worry about that. So I'll check a symbol, and while my st of j is symbol, so I'll do answer plus equals to st of j, right? And after this I'll do j minus minus. When this loop completes, then I will have my number and symbol processed. So if I have 20 minus 3 plus 56 cross 2, then I will have these two unit processed in one iteration of like this particular loop, right? After this, I'll again start from this number, because when this iteration complete, then I should point to this number. So I'll write I equals to j in order to achieve this. And when this whole loop completes, then I will have my answer. So I'll simply return answer. This is how we can solve the problem. You can see that how we have handled the case for like number which should not be reversed, and after this handling the case for the symbols. Of course, it's not a necessary line. Why? The reason is we are given a valid equation according to the problem. So you can see that it says that it is guaranteed that the equation is valid. But I have handled that case so that like we should not face any error when there is a change in the test cases. So now let me show you the code. Here is the code. On the left hand side I have the Java code, and on the right hand side I have the C++ code and then Python code, right? So you can see that for the Java code, I'm using a string builder because strings in Java are immutable, and then I'm simply performing the operation. This is for calculating the number, and this is for append operation. Then I'm checking all the continuous symbols, and then I'm simply performing this operation. So the same code is written here, and now this is the Python code that we have, right? So I hope you have understood the problem statement. Talking about the time complexity, so you can see that we have only one traversal here. We have one while loop, and this inside loop, of course there is a nesting of loop, but the complexity is not going to change. Let me explain how. So if I have this equation, so you can see that I'm starting from this question, then I'm processing this whole unit in one operation, right? And after this I'm starting from this question. So this way I'm always going to have only one traversal, which is O of like S, right? This is the time complexity. Talking about the space complexity, so space complexity is again going to be O of S. Why? Because we need a variable to store the answer. So this is how we can solve the problem, and I hope you guys will like the solution. If you guys like the solution, then you can hit the like button. Thank you.